Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. Okay, so this is going to be a reading on Donald Trump, Judge Aileen Cannon, Jack Smith, and the January 6th case. The Mar-a-Lago documents case. It appears that Trump is asking for his lawyers, or his lawyers have filed a motion saying that the court simply can't take the prosecutor's word for it about these secret filings that Jack Smith has made. Basically, we're talking top secret documents, and Jack Smith and his team have made filings that follow the CIPA Act, so that sensitive information isn't shown to people without the proper clearance. And Donald Trump and his legal team are saying that Trump's lawyers should get to see all the documents. This Midas Touch also did a story on this, and this is a bit problematic for Judge Cannon because she has to make a ruling. And according to Midas Touch, the rules and the law around this are pretty clear about what you can and cannot do with CIPA documents. And a lot of her rulings, as Midas Touch would put it, have been verbal rulings. There's nothing written down. So nothing that Jack Smith could challenge. But in this case, she's going to have to write down her ruling. And if she rules in favor of Donald Trump and his team, it would give Jack Smith something to appeal to the Court of Appeals. And then he can bring up the other rulings that she has ruled on verbally, and then, or non-written anyways, and then challenge those. So we might be coming to a critical juncture with Judge Cannon, Donald Trump, and Jack Smith with the Mar-a-Lago documents case, which means it's a good time to read on it. So, entertainment purposes only. Let's look at the energy around this latest filing by Trump and his attorneys, wanting to give Trump's attorneys basically unfettered access to these classified documents. Again, entertainment purpose only. So, Spirit, what's going on with this? Well, the page of swords would be spy in the camp. So already what this is telling me is that they're trying to get an unfair advantage of what the prosecution has on Trump. I mean, the lawyer should be able to ask Trump what he has on him, but okay, fine. Is Trump going to try and sell this to other folks? I'm not so sure about that. But the other reason why I kind of chuckled on this one is this is that opportunity for Judge Cannon to make a really rookie move and really put herself in jeopardy for maintaining her position overseeing this case. That's crossed with the Two of Pentacles. Oh yeah, this is about Judge Cannon. Yeah, this is about Judge Cannon. Judge Cannon is not skilled in this, and she has conflicting values. She is conflicted between supporting Donald Trump and and supporting the rule of law. And so far, she seems to support Donald Trump whenever possible. Underneath this is the Ten of Swords. If she rules in Donald Trump's favor, that's it. She's done and dusted. He will appeal this. Or this will lead to her undoing from the case. Whether through the appeal process, whether this is the one specific thing that gets appealed, but this is a critical decision, and this is a game-changing decision for her. Midas Touch is correct in their assessment. In the past, we have the Justice card. She's the judge sitting on this case, and her scales are not tipped. Are tipped. They are not fair and balanced. They have been tipped in Donald Trump's favor time and time again. This card also, you could think about her. She's been trying to delay things for Trump for a while, but he's forced her hand because this is not something where she can just delay it. She has to rule on it because they filed a motion. So this is the justice or the lack of justice on her part, the biased judgment on her part. Now she's going to have to defend herself. She is going to rule on this, and I can almost assure you that she's going to rule in Trump's favor. And she is going to have a fight on her hands because Jack Smith will appeal this and other decisions, and she's now going to have to defend everything that she's done up until this point. The overarching energy is the Six of Coins here. It's doing somebody a favor. It's paying back. There's been a lot of speculation that folks from the Federalist Society who helped her get that position, reach out to her and ask for a favor back. And she keeps, again, here's the balances. These balances aren't level. These are tipped balances. And she keeps showing favoritism to Trump and his legal team. And she's probably getting pressure from outside forces that helped her get that job or are further enriching her in this one. This is a quid pro quo. This is a payback. And she's going to have to defend that. And she can't defend it using this. Well, I owed him a favor, so I returned the favor. That doesn't work. That doesn't work in this case. So now we go from the 6 to the 7. Now comes the evaluation. Have I done enough? They asked her for a favor, and maybe she's starting to realize that she can't ever give them enough back. There's too much quid in the quid pro quo. All the British people are chuckling for the quid reference there. Yeah, I think they will never stop asking. It's almost blackmail at this point. It is almost blackmail at this point what they're asking her to do when it comes to Donald Trump. And I think she's going to overplay her hand. I really do think she's going to overplay it. Oh, bye-bye. Yep, she overplays her hand. And, well, this could be that she tells Trump no. That's always, always a possibility that she makes the right choice that's defensible and says, enough's enough. I can't do this. I'm going to jeopardize my career. I'm going to move away from Donald Trump. I just can't see that happening because, again, she has not shown an ability at all to do that. Interesting how this person's wearing the same outfit, huh? So there's going to be an evaluation and a moving away. Either she self-evaluates and decides it's not worth it and moves away from Trump, or it's going to get appealed and they're going to evaluate it, and then they are going to move her away from this case. But in either regard, I think she's done. I really think she's done in this one. She's been forced now to make a decision that's challengeable. And this reporting has been such with her that she is out of her element in this case. This is not something she has any familiarity with whatsoever. And a lot of the stuff that she's ruled has been that Page of Swords. Just absolutely, doesn't know what she's doing. And she wasn't a highly qualified person to get that judge position in the first place. So, her incompetence or her lack of experience is showing through. Closing off an annoying little video that's showing up on my computer here. Apparently, it's not going to let me close it out despite the close button, the close thing on it. All right. How will Team Trump initially react to her decision? Now, mind you, I'm assuming that she is going to support Team Trump with this decision, but I'm curious how Team Trump is going to support this decision. Or how they're going to feel about her position that she takes. For Carter. Ooh, Tower moment. Bringing things down. Wonder if she says no. The Lovers. That's her helping him. King of Cups. Queen of Swords. And the Hermit. If she rules against them, they're going to think it's all over, and they're going to be very upset because she's supposed to be on their team, not out there making legal decisions that work against them. And then they might look for relief. That's kind of one way. I don't think they would retract. They should. If she says no, they should retract because maybe they realize they've overplayed their hand. But when has Trump ever recognized that he's overplayed his hand? He never does. Double down on everything, triple down on everything, quadruple down on everything. What I really think this is saying is that I still think she's going to rule in their favor, but Team Trump is going to later on realize that that was the worst thing that could have happened to him. That this brought the whole case down, because at that point, an appeal is made to a bigger body of less emotional people saying, hey, there appears to be favoritism or inappropriate favoritism towards Team Trump, and you guys need to rule on the law, not on the personalities, but on the law, because the law is quite clear as to what the letter of the law is quite clear, and it will get appealed. So I think it's in a way, regardless of what she does, Team Trump is done. They've overplayed their hand, and they forced her into a position where either she rules against them, and then that undermines everything that they're planning on doing, or she rules for them, and then she gets herself removed from the case. How does Jack Smith's team view her upcoming ruling? So I think really she's in a damned if you do, damned if you don't position. All right. Look how Jack Smith and company are viewing this upcoming decision of hers, however she goes. Again, entertainment purposes only. And for the occasional person who might show up and thinks that Donald Trump is amazing and I'm biased, well, yeah, but I look at those cards, I rely on my intuition, and it can go either way, but I think in this case, all paths are leading to her leaving. It's just who's going to force her to go. It's which path do you want to take that gets you off of this case? How's Jack Smith looking at all this? Bye-bye. See you later. She's just given him an opportunity. She has given him the opportunity to say goodbye to her. Yep. He's been planning this for a while. He's been getting ready for this. He's been lying in wait. He's been waiting for the opportunity to do this. And there he is, the man himself. Oh, God, look at this. They've been planning. They're waiting for her answer, and her answer gives them the opportunity to get her dismissed from this case. He has been waiting. This is a trap. And this is not even a trap that he brought up. It's almost like he set up the trap, and then Trump's lawyers and Trump and his lawyers blundered into it. And then they forced Judge Aileen Cannon to have to make a choice. And regardless of what she does, this is that opportunity. He laid a trap. He laid a trap for her. And it worked. Yeah. I love it when a plan comes together like this. That's great. I finally got the King of Swords. That is my Jack Smith card for those who have not seen like the dozen or so readings I've done on Jack Smith. The King of Swords is the card that represents Jack Smith. Okay, so this is not going to work out well for Donald Trump at all. Okay, with Aileen Cannon, I guess a little four-carder. Will she be removed from the case? All indications are that she's going to be removed from the case. But let's find out what happens with Judge Aileen Cannon in this case, and then we'll throw on how does it impact the case. Okay, Judge Aileen Cannon, what's going to happen with you with this case? Oh, she never should have taken it. I think that goes all the way back to my first reading on this one. She should have recused herself from the get-go. And she had an option. She didn't take it. And now she's in deep doo-doo. Because she's going to have a couple of scathing appeal court overturning. And there's going to be an investigation into her, I suspect. I think this is going to spawn on an investigation into her. There's something she's not telling folks. Things that she's keeping inside. Information she hasn't revealed that should have led to her being recused from this case. Or recusing herself from this case. Offers of things of value. I think there is going to... I suspect there will be... This card right here is telling me there's an investigation. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's no way out for her, and it's going to lead to an investigation about money and things that she hasn't revealed, that are ethical issues that should have been revealed. She should have recused herself from this case. She's screwed. I try not to celebrate too much, huh? Well, you know, not laughing at somebody's demise, but I am. It's... You gotta work. You're a judge. Morals, ethics are really, really important. If you're biased and you're bought and paid for, you're a corrupt judge. You're worse than the worst when it comes to that. Because the one thing about our judicial system, it relies on faith that it's fair and balanced. That's the whole ball of wax when it comes to the judicial system. The minute you have a corrupt judge, that is one of the worst things that can happen to this country, is corruption in the judicial branch. Okay, how does that impact this case? She's in trouble. That woman is in trouble. How does that impact this case? How does that impact this case? A new opportunity. I think somebody new is going to be brought in. Somebody of stronger values. Let's go and do a 6-carder. It might delay the case. It might delay the case because you have to bring in somebody new, and you've got to get everything back on the dockets again and redo things. So it'll probably delay this case. There's a betrayal here. Yeah, I think she's removed from the case. Because somebody betrayed the judicial system for money or for trading things of value, and she's going to be. So I'm switching gears on this one because the way the cards are showing this up is because of that betrayal involving money or things of value. It's going to pause this case as they basically remove her. Ace of Cups. She's a fanatic. She's a trumper. She's a trumper through and through. They found the right judge to keep doing things that, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, that would do anything for this man. And now the current situation is, how is that going to impact this case? They're going to have to look forward to somebody else in this one. They will move quickly. They will move quickly to announce her leaving and a replacement to go in there. They'll be looking for that replacement. And the case will move on. The case is not going to get dismissed. It's going to move on. It may not move on quickly. The Chariot's not exactly a quick card. It's not the Ace of Swords. It's not the Knight of Swords. But it will move on. And hopefully what will happen is that they'll get somebody on there who will not allow for any delays. It may not happen in the May timeframe, but it wasn't going to happen in the May timeframe anyways because she keeps delaying things or allowing longer time for discovery so that there's no chance that they'll hit the May deadline. So the case will likely be delayed either way. It's just when the new person gets in there, assuming that they're not, Aileen Cannon 2.0 and that they're a fair and balanced judge, they will keep that thing the rocket docket. They will keep that thing going forward on a tight timeline, and the delay games will be over. And that whenever that court date is, it'll probably be held. And it'll probably be right around the election too. Okay. Lastly, what's the outcome for Judge Aileen Cannon with all this? If there's an investigation into her with these improprieties and such, how is that going to end up for her in her career? How is this going to end up for Judge Aileen Cannon? Okay, let's see. Last little four-carder. How is this going to come up for Judge Aileen Cannon? The backroom dealings. I think what will happen. Is this the backroom dealings with the Federalist Society? Yep. Okay. Her backroom dealings with the Federalist Society are going to be exposed. Oh, ouch. This reaffirms what I saw in that last reading where the Ace of Pentacles came up. God, the Hermit card keeps coming up. And there's the drunken hillbilly brawl. It's going to expose the favor, the back behind the scenes goings on, the communications, the requests and stuff like that. It's all for paying back favors. It's all money related and paying back favors. This is going to bring an end to her career. Absolutely will bring an end to her career. And everything's going to be exposed. Not only that, this might also expose folks in the Federalist Society, which would explain all the mayhem that's about to come next. This is a consequential case with a consequential decision. So let's put a pin in that one. Judge Aileen Cannon, with this latest court order that the Trump team just put out to her, stick a pin and stick a fork in her. She's done. Regardless of how she rules, she's going to be done. And I do think she's going to rule in favor of Trump. It will get appealed. It will get overturned. She will be removed from the case. She will be investigated. They will find out the backroom dealings that are going on. And I think I think she will be removed, or I don't know if they can remove her. You might have to go through Congress on something like that. But she could get disbarred, or Congress could impeach her from her position. And I think all those things are going to happen in one way, shape, or form. I think Jack Smith laid this as a trap, and Trump's team blundered right into it. I could be wrong. It may not have been a trap, but he has been quite vocal about what he feels is appropriate, inappropriate, and keeps telling her stuff that she's doing that's inappropriate, and she keeps ruling on that. So basically, as frustrated as we are, what he's done is he's given her enough rope to hang herself, and Trump's team is the one that basically knocked the door underneath the gallows out from under her feet so that she's swinging in the wind. I'm sorry, it's a little bit dark humor there, but it's the visualization. If you prefer the stick at the box on it, she walked under the box to get the carrot, and then Trump and team tripped over the stick and secured her in the box so that she's trapped. Regardless, I think this is done and done. Again, stick a pin in it. We'll find out soon enough. Thank you for watching this reading and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. Thank you for everything you do with the YouTube and the algorithm and helping my video make it out to a wider audience. To new viewers and new subscribers, welcome to the channel. Glad you found us. Hope you found this reading insightful, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.